Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome, with the last real-life stock review that I'll be doing from Hawaii, at least for right now anyway. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. It is the last day of Enrichment Week, the free week of real-life trading. Today is Friday the 13th. Woo! Getting scary up in here. Probably not the best day to be flying on a plane. Anyway. So flying out tonight, get back to Nashville later this weekend, and yeah, it's an absolutely magnificent and magical time here in Hawaii. The trading hours were definitely was a challenge. Going to bed at 8, 9-ish, waking up at 3-ish. It took a little bit of getting used to, since normally I go to bed at 3 and wake up at 9. So anyway, a little bit of a change, but all is well that ends okay, right? So the SPY today. Brutal. So I'm sure most of you guys know yesterday. Yesterday was a very weird day in the market. Very, very strange. At least that's the way I felt. I thought it was very strange. We got stopped out. Well, let me put it this way. About 70% of the people who took the weekly options newsletter trade got stopped out yesterday to the penny, if you follow the exact same trade that I set up. Now, there are some traders who did make some money on it, right? It actually kind of depends on if you had a different stop than I did, if you had a different entry than I did, if you had a little bit different timing. It kind of really depends. So I do want to give a shout out to, I think it was Mike. Mike posted in the trading room this morning. Yep, there's Mike. He said, get out of the SPY weekly options newsletter for 0.7R. So Mike, congratulations, man. That's great. I know a few other traders. Jesse is still in. Johnny is still in. Melanie is still in. There's a few traders who did not get stopped out. Now, most of us did, and if you did, that's okay. I actually had a trader who emailed me. His name is Greg, and Greg said verbatim, hey, man, so I know we lost on the free weekly options newsletter trade, comma, don't be bummed about it. It was actually mentally refreshing. He put that in quotes because that's one of the statements, the way I make it real life trading. Anyway, he said it was mentally refreshing to know that the risk was mitigated even if I did lose, because for this is the first time ever I knew how much I was going to lose on an option trade. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a big deal, right? In trading options, it's all about the risk. It's not about how much money you can make, because the upside is really unlimited. So when it goes well, it goes really, really well, which we'll be talking about in just a few moments, because today was a big day for option traders. But anyway, yeah, when it goes well, it goes really, really well, right? So when it goes bad, just lose small. Everyone who took the trade definitely lost less than 1R, because the limit buy got filled at less than the trigger. So if you got stopped out yesterday, I mean, truly, the absolute low of the day hit our stop. So it's kind of brutal. But even if you're still in the 227 calls, we'll figure out another trade. It's okay. Maybe I'll give you guys a bonus one coming up sometime next week for free. But anyway, that's the SPY. It looks like it's a little bit of a triangle for me. After getting this giant bullish run up, my thoughts are, especially in some of the financials, and I'll look at those right now. The financials today, Wells Fargo, which we got a bull put spread on Wells Fargo, 52.50 for February. Wells Fargo had a little bit of a bullish candle. JP Morgan, right, it did make a higher high, and you could rest assured that people hopped on that bullish thinking that this was the breakout, and they'll just be sorely mistaken. Because, again, the stock has moved so dramatically high, folks. I really do think the rest of February is going to look something like this. And then maybe we start bouncing early March, late February, as the moving averages pull back and kind of bounce off the 20 and off the 50 and off to some weekly moving averages. So, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to continue to trade sideways a little bit more. And that makes a lot of sense, right? Morgan Stanley made another high today. Earnings coming up around the corner. But again, huge bullish move. Everything that you're really looking at is summed up by huge bullish move, needs a rest, and either a pullback or a sideways move. So Bank of America didn't really gap at all today. Didn't do anything specifically exciting. You do have a really good resistance here at 23.45. But again, we need a lot more sideways movement. So I think that's kind of what happens. So for the rest of January, I'm just expecting some more bullish neutrality out there, which is why the SPY, Dean got himself a February week 1 put sale for 65 cents. I got the January 27th. That's not this Friday, but next Friday. Well, not next Friday, but the Friday after, but 212.50. So that one shouldn't be a problem on the SPY. The Qs did make a new all-time high today. The NASDAQ made a new all-time high today. Incredible, if you ask me. Here's the Dow Jones ETF, the DIA, and it also has been a little bit weak. Very, very flat. So it looks like some of the market ETFs are just slowing down, resting, which makes tons of sense. Here's the IWM. IWM doing its thing. I got about 417 emails the last 3 weeks about Bitcoin since the last time I talked about it. I talked about Bitcoin back in here, and again, feel free to go back to the recording. And here's what I said, guys. We're at an all-time high on Bitcoin. This is not the time to buy the currency. If you haven't bought it, this is the time to sell. You can't short Bitcoin, at least to my knowledge. But that's where we trade off to before, and we're coming back. We just got to there. So just 2 weeks ago. Since then, the currency's down massive, very, very volatile, of course. And if you come over here to a daily chart, you'll notice that this is not the first time that we've had a really big ABC type of sell-off. So here's another ABC. So really, as Bitcoin does pull back, I will be looking at buying some more down to the $700 area if you're a cryptocurrency trader. And if you're not, no big deal. Ethereum also looking at buying off of this beautiful double bottom as it retests that neckline and see if that can bounce longer term. But anyway, those are just some cryptocurrencies, very speculative trades. Obviously nothing to put your life savings into. Let's go look at Facebook today. Shout outs to Amy, Mike, trying to think if there's anyone else who crushed Facebook today. I know Amy and Mike are the two main traders. That's all I know. All I can say is Mike made enough money today to pay for real life trading for an entire year, which it's not that much money. If you've done the math, it's really not that much. A little over $1,000. So anyway, Facebook, great trade. Well done, Mike. Very proud of you. Beautiful double bottom. Had a great bullish gap and go. I was watching this one early in the morning for a potential fade, but it never did. Amy asked me at some point earlier in the day. Let me actually see if I can find her question. Give me one quick second to move this around. I just like showing you guys for posterity purposes. I'm not just making this stuff up. Amy says, okay, it's 6:31 Hawaii time, so that is 5 hours ago. She said, trying to determine if I should exit now and lock in my profits on Facebook. So 5 hours ago, 6:31. Oh, this is going to be tough. I have to do math. Right about here. Right about there. And my reply to her was right here. Amy, yes, lock them in. Well done. Good job for all those bullish in on Facebook. Also, shout outs to Matt DeLong, part of hashtag Team Nashville, who did his first put sale. He got in, I think, some point yesterday, a 1/15 February put sale, sold for 60 cents or something and bought back for 30 cents or something like that. So either way, high five, Matt DeLong, first successful put sale on Facebook. So at this point, anytime Facebook does something like this and bounces, we'll, buy the dip. Here's Apple. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I might know my weekly options newsletter trade for next week. I love this little bearish candle. Finally got one. Got a good rest up here. Excited about that. Looking for it to trade sideways and then potentially bounce. My good buddy Ron has a 110 February put sale on Apple. A lot of traders got the 130 covered call way, way the heck up there. So we'll see what Apple does. It's just doing its thing. Not a lot now, but next week could get exciting. And, of course, going to have to finish up the day with Netflix. The winner of the day. Wow! Yes! Woo! I love Fridays. Fridays, option expiration days. That's the day that I'm in the trading room all day, from 9 a.m. Eastern until 2 p.m. Eastern. Got a little bit of a lunch break in there. But Neil's had a 124 put sale expiring today. Congratulations. Dean had a 117 put sale expiring today. Bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, if you were in the free week, and I mentioned yesterday and also on Wednesday about being in the trading room today, if you took this trade, you paid for, regardless of what your R was, you paid some bills. That's the point. So today on Netflix, this was a perfect, flawless, bullish gap and go in every way imaginable. Great little bearish trade. Last 4 or 5 days. The high of yesterday was 130.85. The open of today was 131.15. Close your eyes and buy call options. I didn't close my eyes because I did have to figure out what option strike price to choose. But what we did earlier this morning, based on pre-market data, we did a 131 call option for 60 cents, And ladies and gentlemen, that option increased 200% in value. It's a 200% return on your investment in about 3 hours. So Netflix, the big winner of the day. Almost every single person in the room who was able to took this trade. Troy, Zane, Darren, Patricia, Justin, Jeffrey, Linderman. I don't know if Linderman actually took the trade. I don't think he got a chance to. Either way, whoever got a chance to take the trade, there's too many people to name. A lot of people in the morning room. High fives all around. Well done. This is one of my favorite stocks to look at every single Friday, and especially when you get randomly a beautiful gap like this, it just makes it all worth it. So ended the day up nicely, ended up the week nicely. Let me just share really quick with you one last time a story. Let's see here. So Justin Jeffrey, here's the guy, the myth, the man, the legend. Justin says, awesome day, awesome week, guys. Thanks, Jeremy and gang. 9+ R's this week. And then just about an hour before that, my good friend Charles Wade says, to whom it may concern, the last time Real Life Trading offered a free week of trading room, I took advantage of the opportunity. I'm working today and have not had a chance to trade, but I'm listening to the room anyway. I'm so glad I signed up and became a member of the Real Life Trading family. I'm having my best month so far and very optimistic. Up over 7R so far. Thanks, Jeremy. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal with Real Life Trading. It's $179. It's cheaper than your cell phone bill. Here's what you need to do. Click here, sign up, join us next week. It's the easiest, most simplistic decision you'll make all year. It's 2017. Let's change our finances. Let's change our mental prowess. Let's become better people. Let's enrich more lives. And let's conquer the world together. Ladies and gentlemen, you're amazing. Thanks so much for watching this Real Life Stock Review. You are fantastic people. And I will see you Wednesday, because the market is closed on Monday. So Wednesday from Nashville, Tennessee. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade. You rock by.